Hi everyone, welcome to another video on brain stimulation. This video I'm going to introduce my friend here, Mohammed, and he's going to talk to you about research he's been doing into improving visual learning and how he actually uses these montages for himself.
So, hi everyone. I've been working in the neural engineering lab now for the past year, and today I'll be talking to you about a follow-up study that I've been working on and how I use it to help me game. Alright, so before I show you guys the demo, I'm going to talk a little bit about the research and the montages that I've been working with. To understand them, we have to understand the basics of anodal versus cathodal stimulation. So, with anodal stimulation, you're placing the anode over a specific region of the brain. The anode injects current and it raises a neuron's resting potential, making it easier to fire an action potential. But the placement of the cathode is also important. So with the cathode, the purpose of it is to receive current from the anode. Usually when the cathode is placed over a specific region of the brain, it makes it harder for a neuron to fire an action potential because it lowers its resting potential and makes it farther from threshold. This will inhibit regions of the brain, and people usually use it for that purpose. So these two concepts are important to understand why we're doing this follow-up study on cerebral stimulation and on visual learning. So previous studies have shown that learning to detect hidden objects has resulted in increased activation of the right frontal and parietal cortices, but has also led to decreased activation in the left temporal and occipital lobes. So there are two montages of particular interest when it comes to looking at enhancing visual learning and object detection. One montage involved placing the anode over the F10 region and then placing the cathode over the left shoulder. This was done to excite the region of the brain. The second montage involved cathodal stimulation, where the cathode was placed over T5 and the anode was placed over the left shoulder. This was done in order to inhibit that region of the brain. Alright, so however, when we try to combine both montages, where we placed the anode over F10 and placed the cathode over T5, we saw that there was no improvement in visual learning. So in collaboration with our lab, there's reason to believe that cerebellar stimulation may possibly have a role in enhancing visual learning and object detection. So in the study that we're following up, that you guys could go look up, it's called the far field effects of cortical TDCS in the cerebellum may contribute to its effects on learning. Now, most of the time we're not really interested in enhanced visual learning or detecting hidden objects, but if you're interested in gaming like I am, and playing games like Call of Duty and Battlefield, these montages can be really helpful. So when you have like annoying campers that always try to kill you as soon as you spawn, I found that these montages are like very helpful. I found that after using these montages, I'm able to pick out these campers more easily. So for everyone out there that games, I'm going to show you now the montages that these studies have shown to improve visual learning and object detection. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the first montage, which is anodal stimulation over the F10 region. So for this montage, we're going to need a brain stimulator device. I use Alex's Mind Gear, and I just have to like buy them sponges. Here, the sponge. This sponge is what we're going to place over the F10 region. The red wires for the anode. And then, since we're placing it on the shoulder, the cathode, we're just going to use a sticky, and here are the black wires to show that it's the cathode. Also, we're going to need a headband to kind of like just hold everything together. So, now I'm going to show you how the montage is done. First, you place the headband on. Then you take your F10 anode, and then you place it over the F10 region, and you should also check with the 1010 system to make sure everything's right. So about here, like somewhere near the temple. Then you're going to take your cathode, which is a sticky here, and then you're going to place it over your left shoulder. So like right here. Then after that, you set your dosage on your device, and yeah, like happy stimulating. So now I'm going to be showing you the second montage, which is cathodal stimulation over the T5 region. So first we're going to have to switch our cathode and anode. So we're going to be doing cathode stimulation over the T5 region, and so we are going to need the sponge. So here we just switch them. Here is the sponge and the cathode, black wire. And then for the anode, we're going to take the anode off the sponge and then put it on the sticky since it's going to be going on the shoulder. Right here. So same procedure as before. Take the headband, put it on. Then you're going to take your cathode sponge, and the T5 region is above and behind the ear at this point. So also check your 1020 system, and at the same time here we have the anode, and we're going to place it over the left shoulder. Then we're going to set the dosage on the device and then stimulate.
So I hope you guys enjoyed Mohammed's talk today, and if you get the chance, check out the rest of our videos on brain stimulation, and until next time, enjoy.